When I decided to follow Jesus, I began to experience God's guidance. And what I experienced is that God is not very demanding. So God is not like He tells you what to do every day. So do this or do that and go there. And He doesn't make you busy doing things for Him. So most of the times He concentrates on training me, on getting up early and to train myself to be holy. So that's the area that I experience most of His guidance. But I rarely see Him showing me dreams to tell me what to do His work. So He gave me this big picture to let me know what I have to do with my life. So I'm working toward that goal. And I keep asking for His guidance, and I keep asking, what should I do to work for Him? But He rarely tells me what to do exactly for His work. So there's not much actually I'm doing for God other than making YouTube videos to tell His messages. And He led me to join a cell church, a small gathering, to do His work. But other than that, there's not much else I'm doing right now to work for Him. So I have this regular job I do during the weekdays, and in the weekends I still have to do work around my house. And when I have time, I work for God. So I make these YouTube videos and try to tell His messages to other people. So that's all I'm doing. But I'm still following Jesus, and I'm still working for God. But compared to that, what I observe is that there are many people who are in church. They work so hard, especially those who have the titles, like the senior church members. And in the Korean church I used to go, there are many senior lady church members. They work so hard to prepare the food in special occasions, especially in the big churches. Like they have to make so many dishes, and they work so hard. And even the elders, there are so much to do to maintain the church. And compared to that, I'm not even doing much to work for God, to tell you the truth. But I decided to follow Jesus, and He is guiding me. So I'm experiencing His guidance almost every day. And because I decided to follow Jesus, I was born again to experience His holiness. And I was born again, and I'm saved. And I'm still following Jesus, and I'm still working for God. But those who hesitate to follow Jesus, they work so hard in the church, but they are doing that work according to what they want to do. So they are working for God in their own directions without following Jesus. So because they haven't decided to follow Jesus, then, as I told you many times in this YouTube channel, you have to follow Jesus to be born again, and you will experience God's guidance and holiness. So because they haven't decided to follow Jesus, although they are working so hard for the church, they are not born again, and all that work will be in vain. So when I think about that, I feel very sad, because I'm seeing all those people doing all the work, so much work in vain. And what I want to tell you is that if you want to follow Jesus, His load is really light. So He said to bear His burden to follow Him. So cast out all your heavy burdens and bear His light burden to follow Him. And when I decided to follow Jesus, that's what I'm experiencing. So God is not very demanding, and His work is light. And although I'm working for God, I'm experiencing God who is not very demanding and very peaceful, and He is not a God who makes you very busy doing His work. So I believe that you will experience the same God. And I want to tell you, working for God and following Jesus is so much blessing. And it's much better than doing your work for God in your own terms, in your own directions. And if you really decide to follow Jesus, you will experience the same generous, peaceful God who is not very demanding. I wish you blessings from the Lord.